Hi, I am back again, second time in the same day because I felt it, and I think what we're doing is a pick a card reading. This is what came out. We're using the Sacred Sites Oracle deck. Card pile number 1 is Thunderhead. Pile number 2 is Sedona. And pile number 3 is Jerusalem. So you can pause on those, and then I'll have timestamps, and you can click right on your file. Okay, yeah. All right, here we go. See you in a second. Okay, bye. Hi, for those of you who chose pile number 1, Thunderhead. We're starting off with Thunderhead, the Page of Wands, inspiration, and give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Okay. Ooh. Oh, this is divinely led. This feels like something that has been in the works for a long time. And you're reaching the next phase of it. So let's see what Thunderhead is. It's something that is completely inspiring to you. You kind of can't get away from it. West 234. Oh, there's a card in here. What? Devil's Tower. That's so interesting. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think that has anything to do with this. Normally, I would, but I remember sticking that in there. Your energy focus is wisdom. That makes so much sense. Because the first thing that stood out to me was all the yellow again. And where it is. Right? That's what the divinely led, intuitively led, South Dakota. In the past, have you let fear govern your actions? Has it prevented you from taking risks or trying new things? Knowing that life is continuous removes the fear of dying. This wisdom gives you purpose in life. Walk tall through the seasons, learning their meaning through each phase of life, from birth to death to rebirth. Honor your desire for self-realization and initiation by opening yourself to wisdom. I keep hearing wisdom as intuition and the fire in your belly. You are here, the page of inspiration, the page of wands. You hear the call and you're going. You're 90% of you is there if you haven't already done it already. But you are making plans, building, You're building. Even if it's building yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like your knowledge of self. I'm very tired. It's like 6 p.m. The world's largest unfinished sculpture is carved in Thunderhead. Crazy horse on horseback points southeast over the lands where many of his people lie buried. The Lakota asked Polish-American sculptor Korzak Ziolkowski to construct a fitting memorial for this hero and custodian of the lands. The project was to consume the artist's whole life. He refused millions of dollars in federal funding to complete the statue, saying this would compromise the site. Which of your projects are still uncompleted? Wow. Open, wide open. Again, that came up earlier too. Wide open heart though. In the first reading, it was wide open eyes. In this one, it's wide open heart with feet firmly planted, with your roots treadling along, and each footstep is spreading love. That's you though. There's a squirrel out there doing like a dance on a branch. It's very interesting. I don't want him to fall. It looks... Oh. Follow your heart, your gut, your instincts. I feel like you've come far that you can temper your fire. Like maybe those of you in pile 1 have been spontaneous into a detriment in the past and impulsive. Maybe there's a lot of Sagittarius going on. I don't know. But this is saying that you have done the work and you're in a place now where you can trust that you'll be able, you can follow your urges, and that you have the tools and the abilities, and you've already done it, to keep yourself balanced. It doesn't mean you won't have challenges, but you're going to be able to get through them. This card reminds you to never give up. Whatever you're working so hard on, whatever that idea is that's burning in your head and you started, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Finish your tasks so that your true splendor may be revealed. Okay, so there's it's called upper world, which is the potential outcome of this. I know this is a very, I apologize to everyone who's in pile 1 because I'm all over the place, but that is what happens sometimes. It was lower world, past, middle world, present, and then upper world. I didn't think it was necessary, just this part would have sounded weird without explaining that. White buffalo calf woman, also called Wakan woman Wopi, mother of life, mother superior, offers you the Chanupa Wakan, the sacred pipe of the Lakota Sioux. Smoking this gives access to tribal traditions such as storytelling and sacred visions that demonstrate the great responsibility that comes with walking the fearless path. Do you feel a connection to Crazy Horse, the earthly visionary and warrior, or to White Buffalo Calf Woman and her goddess-like creative powers? The feathers on the card indicate that much remains for you to experience and that opportunities to do so will present themselves soon. The sun behind White Buffalo Calf Woman denotes travel. Reconnect with the Aboriginal people of your chosen land and strengthen your bond with the sacred wheel of life. You must follow your vision regardless of the perceived dangers that lie ahead. Minimize risk, but don't let fear of the unknown or unfamiliar stop you. Look at that. You are being divinely led to something. It's in your blood. It's in your bones, and you know it. It's a fire in your belly. It's a thing that just gets you going. It's the thing. You know what it is. It's not easy. It's gonna pay off for you, though. Times 1,000. Because it's genuine and because you are committed to doing the work. You have what it takes. If Thunderhead is near you, or if you've been thinking about it or going there, thinking of planning a trip there, then this is your sign. But regardless of that, what came out underneath for the page of inspiration is the Chariot, which is also about travel. It's about integration, and it's about movement after. It's jumping a timeline, and it's also, it can be physical travel and spiritual elevation travel. It can be one, both, or you know what I mean? One or the other. And what came out on the bottom of this one is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So this is definitely connected to some kind of heart tie for you, whatever this is that you're being called to do. And your message from the universe, pile 1, is to do it. Keep going. Don't give up. Catch yourself when you're doubting yourself and comparing yourself. There's no other you out there. There may be other versions of things, but there's nobody doing it your way. If you are called to it and this is your dream, this is your gut, this is what fills you up, go do it. Go do it. Go follow it. Okay, good luck. Let me know in the comments what you're up to. I would love to know. And if you go, or if that Thunderhead has any significance to you, I would love to know. Thank you. See you next time. Ciao, ciao. Pile 1. Pile 2, Sedona. This feels like Akashic Records and downloads. This feels like a recalling. Let's see what tarot you get. What do we have for pile 2? The 7 of Swords. The Emperor and the Fool. Aries, what? Okay. The Emperor and the Fool are facing away from each other. Guess what's under the Emperor? If you've seen any of the previous readings, the Wheel. The Wheel is under the Emperor. It's interesting, right? And the High Priestess is under the Fool, which, yes. There's some kind of deception here, and some kind of something happened that rocked your foundation. Upside down, apart, in rubble around you. And you are trying to piece it. You are piecing it together. You have pieced it together, and there's still some pieces you're building back together. There's some part of it that you're not being honest. Or not you. There's some kind of something unknown here. There's something being withheld purposefully. Let's see what the romance angels have. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags, religious factors, heart-to-heart conversations very soon. I was going to do one more. Yeah. This could be the one. and very soon. You saw all that. I don't know if you saw where that fell. Reconciliation and make the effort. Wow. Okay, this is screaming, yeah? Oh, is this two different people? This is two different people in one situation, and both are on the journey to becoming their authentic selves, and whoever the Emperor energy embodies, which is magnetic, loyal, charismatic, passionate, fierce but gentle, moves from truth, builds, joins, unites, takes care of. One of the parties is in that energy, moving along on the wheel, letting the divine guide the way, and the other is starting to go there. So we have somebody who is fully actualized and someone who is on the way to fully actualizing. Now, it could be the same person, but I feel like it also could be two different people here. There's information that's been withheld that you are unaware of. You are unaware of. And there's a distrust here because something happened that betrayed trust. Something was taken from you. Emotionally, definitely. It's trust. It's vulnerability and safety. And it has to do with, it's all connected to trauma responses. Remember that traumas explain behavior, but it doesn't excuse them. They still have accountability for their actions, each of us. Trauma, understanding someone's trauma could just help you understand why they did it, but it doesn't take away that they did it. It doesn't take their responsibility away. And I think you both know that. Keep going on every choice that helps you, simultaneously uplifts you. Every choice that brings you to your highest you. Keep going. You are going to get some kind of closure soon. It will soon. You have the wheel. You have very soon. This could be the one. Let's see what Sedona comes up as. So there's a lower world, a middle world, and a present world. No, and a future. What's the future? Upper world. I'm sleepy. It's true. Okay. Empowerment. Arizona. Are you drawn to the picture of Montezuma well on this card? The sacred pool birthed the Yavapai people, the natives of Sedona. I know I said that so wrong, and I apologize. The spiral represents the site's strong vortex of earth energy, which empowers you with overwhelming peace. This goes ahead with the reading previous to this one, and if you resonate with that and you haven't seen the ones before that, maybe go back and watch all of the ones, you know. You'll figure it out because you'll resonate with the titles or the energy. Something in your recent past has made your soul cry out for peace. Yes, it has. All of this. Seven of Swords up here. We have a Tower over here. We have a Death in the underneath. The Fool, the Priestess, Death. That's the rebirth over here for the one person who's in the beginning still of the rebuild. And then the other person is the Tower, the Wheel, and the Emperor. One of you just needed a foundational shaking and the other one needed a complete rebirth. And there's a healing part. There's still a piece of healing, and that it's tied into, if you can go to Sedona, go here. And take pictures. But you can't post pictures in the comments or anything, so I don't know. Imagine now diving through the cool turquoise waters of this pool, or go swimming for real in open water. A river, lake, sea. As you swim, allow your soul to be refreshed. Connect with the ancestors created from Sedona's whirl of intense spiritual power, and be open to the advice from loved ones in your own past. Akashic records, it's like ancestral for you. You're going, I feel it, I can feel it. They're calling to you to sit. You need to read, they have healings for you, and you are going to heal in return, like be able to heal. They have gifts. And water is clearly important in immersing yourself and visualizing and letting your spirit go join that flow. Are you seeking strength and encouragement? The knowledge of the ancestors is profound and nurturing, so stay a while in the water and rest your weary soul in the counsel of these wise ones. Let them invigorate you to face the world with strength and confidence. If you can't go to Sedona and you can't get to like a body of water and you feel water, try your shower, your bathtub, you know, you could do a water meditation too. You could fill water in a glass and just stare at it. You could charge it in the moon, charge it in the sun, whatever you're called to do. This is not the right, I'm cold when I have it off and I'm hot when I have it on because it's wool. I can't really do my half on, half off with this thing. And it's super long. Okay. Here's the present. So we're doing past, present, future, basically, yeah? If you feel that you no longer control what happens to you, what you do, or who you are, then you have drawn this card to help you regain your spiritual power. So this part might not resonate with everyone. Just FYI, but there's one more. So don't leave yet. In the 1870s, white settlers displaced the native caretakers of Cathedral Rock, yet the spiritual presence of the ancestors could not be removed and still lingers in the air, calling many to make a pilgrimage to Sedona. Montezuma Well. This is a place of, did you hear the bird? Of awe, of visions, and of extraterrestrial visitations. The intense beauty and rich color of the landscape magnetize emotions. It's a place that revitalizes your passion for life and manifestation. Right now, you need to reconnect to the source, to feel again what it means to be alive, to be human, and to achieve all that you can. Spend time in a place that holds beauty for you, or with people you are attracted to visually that are giving pleasure to your body in a way that uplifts you and grounds you at the same time, not in a way that takes you out of yourself and disassociates you. You know what I mean? Through your appreciation of beauty, you would be fed by the source. It's time to let the thinking stop and the being happen. Okay, future, upper world, potential. Boynton Boynton, canyon, is the most mysterious and sacred of all the canyons in Sedona. It was believed by the Yavapai that the spirit and founder goddess Lady Kachina resides there. Her fertility gives you the power to birth your ideas and ventures. Notice the large raven on the card. It's a messenger spirit and represents the mystery of that which has not yet formed, a black hole, an energy vortex. If a large black bird appears to you in a vision or for real, know that you are being called to go into the great void to connect with the magical potential of what you can create. Use the card as a meditative focal point to draw in the energy that is available to you and enter that void. You can screenshot it. Within the darkness, your thoughts will release the new forms of what you wish to bring about. Thus, your new reality will be birthed. It's time to become a vortex of energy. The spiral represents the path of outer and inner consciousness and your kundalini energy, which is waiting to be awakened. Well, that makes sense with the Fool. So both of you are having kundalini awakenings. You're just at different parts of it, but you're in the same book, just different chapters so far. Go out and find spiral shapes, for they exist everywhere in nature and can be recognized in plants, fruits, trees, shells, animals. This was my first tattoo I ever got. And that's the spiral for me is a symbol of divinity, the goddess, and of being a mother. As part of your road to spiritual fulfillment, take time to paint or doodle spirals. Spin round in a spiral. So it's movement, vibration. You need to do something and immerse yourself in something and become part of something moving right now to open up your chakras and the flow and your mind has been preoccupied with the facts and the pain and the sorrow and the grief. And it's time right now it's a crucial time for you to let those continue to go aside and to have space for the new things to come in, for the new knowings. That's what I keep hearing. Books, graphs, charts, lines. I don't know. These are just things that are coming through my head. If any of that resonated with anyone, let me know in the comments. No worries if it doesn't. Okay. As you focus on the spiral on the card, allow it either to take you deep within or expand you outward. Are you drawn to discover a great vortex of earth energy, or to travel to one of the great power places of this planet? Or perhaps the spiral may lead you to create your own sacred site through prayer, meditation, and ceremony. Follow your instincts. You are going to have answers. They are coming, and they are coming not just from you. They're coming from source outside of you. And for some of you, that could be whoever the Fool energy is, or whoever the other energy is. And for some of you, it's the ancestors. For all of you, it's the ancestors, no matter what. The heart-to-heart conversations, I keep hearing it, is you with you, and you with your highest self. And at the same time, I feel you are going to get some kind of answers. You are going to have some kind of counsel. I want to pull a card on this could be the one. Marielle. Ooh, okay. The Queen of Cups, which is Cancer. There you go. This is someone, if whoever this energy is full of love, is the epitome of unconditional love. The Knight of Swords and the Six of Cups. Yeah, this is a past life. This is something that means a lot to you. This is something that you are energetically connected to deeply for all lifetimes. The truth is being seen, felt, and heard. It is going to come together. You are going to get answers and you are going to get closure. I don't know from who or where. I do know some of it is divine, but I do know that whoever the other person is, they are connected in some way. And that's the best I can do for you. and also, the focus right now is a very strong calling for you to have some peace and healing, like elixirs. Expanding, freeing, like the particles up, those little broken pieces, you split into a million little pieces and some of those particles are still here, and this is it. You're spinning, you're gonna disperse them. And in their space is going to be light, right? And new particles of higher vibration with new healings and new light codes and all that kind of stuff. Pile 2, you guys are super magical. Pisces, Taurus, Capricorn, Scorpio, I don't know. None of those? Tell me in the comments. Don't worry about it if you don't want to. And yeah, super cool. Yeah, all right. That's your reading, Pile 2. I'm freaking out right now. Okay, I'm gonna go do Pile 3. Okay, bye. Sorry, bye. Hello, Pile 3. You chose Jerusalem. Hi, welcome. Okay, your card came out already. The Knight of Cups, which is Pisces, but doesn't need to be. Let's get your, on the bottom of the Knight of Cups is the Seven of Wands, and on the split is the Hanged Muse. Again, Pisces. Interesting. Let's see your romance angels. Okay, you got Flirt and Honeymoon. I'm hearing one more. Oop! Yeah, we'll let all those come. Don't mind this mess of what's going on with me over here. My temperature fluctuates a lot. Love yourself first. Pay attention to the red flags. That came up in Pile 2 as well. And then, gosh, we have a whole bunch of them. Past life relationship also came up in Pile 2. Unrequited love. This could be the one that came up too in Pile. So check out Pile 2. Let your friends help you. Passion, finances, and career. Again, it feels like two different people again, but the initial feeling I got was this is very like noble, like a noble mission. This is something that like you've been destined to carry out through generations. And it's coming together with you. You are a piece of the puzzle here. It feels very much like you have been tragically injured, wounded. definitely in your past and more currently. You are feeling the echoes of that right now. You are feeling the vibrations of it. It's present in your energy. You are not trying to give into it, and you are putting yourself first, and you are figuring out what love is, self-love, all of the loves, all of the ways of love. It feels a little overwhelming, like you feel there's a lot of fucking cards out here. It feels like you feel overwhelmed. And there's a lot of disharmony in here, where there's competing, where you're like comparing yourself. You are pulled to go to a direction, and it's not an easy, simple, it's intense. Actually, it feels like the dark night of the soul, like you are in the dark night of the soul, starting in the dark night of the soul, where you are really just trying to get your bearings right now. So let's see why Jerusalem came up. So the way that these cards work is they have a past, present, and a future, a lower, middle, and an upper world. 118. So far, it's been really cool. The energy focus is reverence, and the location is Israel. The past, the lower world. Focus on the symbol of the Star of David. The card shows Jews at the Wailing Wall, grieving for the temple destroyed over 2,000 years ago. Perhaps they are yearning for full connection with the power of their Lord. Is there something from your past that makes you weep? Is life now not all it once seemed? Are you unable to identify with the person you have become? That's this, Seven of Wands, like gaslighting, being gaslit, and finally being like, no, enough. But there's a lot of conflicting things here. There's a lot of emotions to balance out. There's regulating your nervous system. To end the inner turmoil, to bring your opposing ideas into harmony, it is time to rediscover who you really are. This card reminds you that in truth, nothing is lost. Its energy merely takes another form. Though three religions are in conflict over this one site, the energy of this land precedes them all and will be there long after they are gone. That's what it feels like. Like this is like ancestral forever. It is never diminished. The reverence you hold for what is lost will sustain you even when that thing or person has passed from your life. Gratitude, right? Through your daily thoughts, meditations, or prayers, the energetic connection lives on. Okay, middle world, present. Zion is the rock, the foundation on which many temples have been built, the place where it is said Moses placed the Ark of the Covenant and where Jesus preached. It was also the destination of Muhammad's miraculous night journey or transportation from Mecca. This is now a place of pilgrimage for the Abrahamic faiths, fueling conflict. Where's the root of chaos in your life? You are being asked to peel back the layers of the religious. That came up in pile 2. Religious reasons. Spiritual and cultural beliefs that challenge your fundamental being, such as assumptions about who and how it is permissible to love and what you should wear. Ask yourself if these beliefs come from within you or if they have been forced upon you. Do you enjoy and revere what you do or quietly fear it? Showing up. It's about showing up and embodying all of you, all of the parts of you. Maybe you've been masking for your life. Maybe you've been not even aware that you've been doing that. You've spent a lot of your decisions were informed by outside beliefs that you may not necessarily believe in at all. But you've been conditioned. And this is about the deconditioning of it. It's about calling your power back and realizing that nobody outside of you has power over you, no matter what. Even if you love them or feel like you love them, you still have the power. If they were the one for you, they would be there with you. They wouldn't be giving you silent treatment, if that's applicable. They wouldn't leave you high and dry. They wouldn't pull the rug out from underneath you. And they would, if they did any of those things and they were the person for you, they would catch themselves and they would come and make it right. You feel me? Nobody else has power over you. I don't know who that was for, if that was for anybody. Okay. Upper world. Feel the power emanating from the Ark of the Covenant. When the Israelites carried the Ark toward the Promised Land, the waters of the River Jordan parted and the walls of Jericho fell. The energy that emanated from the Ark was that of the Creator, the light and power of the sun. When we realize that the life within us is to be revered, and so also the life within others too, then all conflict worldwide ceases to be acceptable. You are asked to stand strong and shine, not to hide in the shadows of ideas that limit life instead of enhancing it. Stand in the strength of your covenant with life itself and relish challenges and differences as opportunities to evolve rather than reasons to harbor hate, loathing, and arrogance. Here's a ritual. Sit in sunlight with eyes closed and say, Source of passion, of fire and might, dissolve any conflict with your immense light. Lend me your strength and be with me near so I can become and live without fear. Feel yourself getting warmer. Absorb the energy and continue. Gratefully, I accept the power of you, of protection to assist in all that I do. Lend me courage and build strength in me. Assist my transcendence. I am now free. So what you're doing by saying these things is invoking those frequencies, the frequency of each of those words, of each of those things, and so that you can plug into them and they'll be available for you. You feel me? Allow a single flame of sun energy to fill your base chakra, your root chakra, your lowest energy center at the base of your spine, and expand up to your heart and throughout your body. As the flame licks away old hurts and wounds, these are replaced by a sacred glow. Now take a deep breath in as the glow ignites your sun energy. It rages through every part of your body, purging you of all negative influences. Look at this. This is it. That's you. You're about to get all that. As the fire grows, it consumes the very essence of adversity, enabling you to stand strong and fearlessly step toward your goals. Take each day as it comes. Do your best each day, and try not to stack all the days up against each other when it feels overwhelming. Just look at this day in front of you and look at you. You are beautiful, wonderful, divinely guided, divinely held, divinely made. You are worthy of everything. You are meant to be here. You are worth being here. Your needs are worthy, are reasonable. This is really time for you to keep continuing to deepen your knowing of yourself. And if that gets you frustrated, look at why it's getting you frustrated. No one else has power over you. That just keeps running through my head. No matter what. Don't give up and keep fighting. You have a mission. You have a higher purpose, and you're going to complete it. You're going to get there. You have to believe in yourself first. Okay, I hope that this is helpful, pile 3. And thanks for coming. See you next time. Ciao, ciao.